I think there's something funny about my content that I've been creating that a lot of people might have picked up on at this point. I don't really know how to sum it up, but basically, I've been saying the same thing over and over in different ways, I suppose, and I don't think that's necessarily a problem. I think that I'm saying it frequently because I think that a lot of people see it, but they don't understand it. But just I've been pretty sick recently, and by pretty sick, I mean I came down with a fever or something. I'm not like dying or anything, but I'm drinking my gallon of orange juice right here, and these lights are blaring down on me right now, and they're super hot. So I'm gonna try to get this video fast. But the reason I say the same thing is because I witness every single day so many people who they know what the right thing to do on Twitch is. They know how to grow as a content creator, but they don't do it. Like this is within myself as well. I don't think like I think a lot of people might look up to me, and maybe that's egotistical of me to possibly say that, but I'm just some person. I'm a kid from North Dakota who is just the same as you. I don't really feel like any different of a content creator. I just feel like somebody who has a dream and they really want to pursue that dream. They really want to spend their time in achieving the one thing that they've actually found that they enjoy in life. And I think that there's a lot of people out there who are just like me. And it really upsets me to see I'm about a month in of making videos 2 times a week, which is a fun time and I'm enjoying it, but it's also exhausting every single day when I'm pumping up these videos. And if I'm tired after a month, I don't stand a chance in the future, which makes me think when you look at these channels, how long it actually takes them to take off. And I'm not going to be quitting anytime soon, but there's people you've been watching do this for years and years to grow their channels, and they're still not taking off. And that's just because that's sometimes what happens. Excuse me. You witness it every single day, and I've said this in videos before, but all these channels that you follow, all these people that you are watching trying to succeed, they're going through it and they're putting in the work, and the people who succeed are the ones who are putting in the work. They're doing this time and time again for months on end without getting tired of it. And there's so many people sitting around not doing any of this stuff and still complaining about a lack of growth, and not even complaining about a lack of growth. They're blaming it on other things. And it's so painful to see, honestly. There's some people that I follow on Twitter recently, and I'm sorry if you ever see this video if they're who I'm talking about, but they they're complaining about Twitter like limiting the amount of like exposure that their tweets are getting. And it's like that's part of the Twitter algorithm likely, but it's also like why can't this possibly have anything to do with you? Just because you were getting this exposure previously does not mean that you are entitled to that exposure later on. Also, a lot of these people are posting link after link after link to their stream, and Twitter explicitly says that if you do that, then you're going to be throttled like a little bit. Throttled, I think that's the right word. I don't know. My point is, people need to really accept responsibility for their own career online. It's not anybody's job to help your stream grow. It's not YouTube's job to advertise your videos. It's not Twitch's job to advertise your channel, and it's not Twitter's job to push your tweets to everybody's feed. That is your job to come up with that kind of content that is going to do well. It's hard. It's really hard. And I really don't know what else to tell people who want to make it on the site, and they've been going so hard at trying to get partner, and they're so close, but I just don't know why they don't try something different. They've been doing this for months and months and months, just streaming, not making content on YouTube, not really making Twitter content, not really making Instagram content. And it's like, why don't you expand your horizons or broaden your horizons? Why are you just beating your head against the wall expecting something to change? I think the problem is people just really want there to be an easier way to grow. They really want to believe that they can live this life and not put in the work that they think it takes to get it. My biggest problem with this is, and I've already mentioned it, is people know what they have to do. They're just not willing to do it. And then they will still go and complain and blame other things. It's scary to say, but Twitch isn't going to get easier to grow on. As Twitch gets larger and larger, it's going to become more difficult. It's going to become more saturated. And every moment that we are inefficiently spending trying to grow our channels is time that we are wasting. You need to be efficient with the time that you are spending because time is so incredibly valuable. I've been measuring my time by weeks lately, and I probably should be thinking in a larger term than that. But just every single week, I've been trying to plan out the times and days that I am capable of working on video content. And a lot of the times that comes down to the days that I am not working at my serving job. And God bless the day that I can actually quit that job and just pursue this kind of stuff full time. But we're not there yet, and that's why I need to make it work. That's why I felt really bummed these last 2 days where I've been sick and just incapable of working on videos, incapable of almost even getting out of bed. It just really sucks. I hate feeling like I'm wasting time. I think a lot of people who want to be streamers, be full-time content creators, I think a lot of them are as young as I am, sometimes even younger though. And I think that's the struggle. And really, I think people our age don't generally have a very good work ethic. They haven't really developed it yet. A lot of the people, they want things to be handed to them because as a kid, people oftentimes have those things handed to them. But when they get into a career like this that is just hyper competitive, and if you're not willing to put in the work, somebody else will, somebody who really actually wants it. And I think the thing a lot of these people who don't understand who are my age is that you have such a large advantage right now. If you are as young as I am, if you are younger, you have so much time to actually achieve what you're pursuing. Even people older than us, we're so young in life that we could make the largest mistake in the world for 5 years and still turn out okay. If I were pursuing content creation for the next 9 years of my life and I didn't achieve it, I would be 30 years old and I can move on to something else. That is granting myself that I pursued something for 9 years and failed at it for 9 years, though. I don't believe that's going to happen. I think if I pursue this with all of my heart for 9 years, I'm going to achieve it eventually, and then I will be able to live the rest of my life with that dream. To assume that I could live the rest of my life off of content creation is a little naive, but you get what I'm saying. I want to build a career off of this. I don't really have an end to this video planned. This one was completely unscripted, which is probably going to be just a jumble of words, but basically, if I have one thing to leave people off with, it's to watch yourself on your excuses that you're making. I think that me in the past too, a lot of people, they just make a lot of excuses for why they're not achieving the things that they want. And the problem with it is maybe these are reasons that are actually affecting you. They could be. Like, I'm not going to take that away from you. There's definitely things like roadblocks that you could encounter in your life that really make things difficult. But the problem with that is you don't have any control over those roadblocks. There's nothing you can do about it. And if you think you're being screwed over by some sort of algorithm, there's really the only way to do it is to play the game. I'm going to say it for a third time in this video because I think that it's really important, but you already know what it takes to succeed. You do. You watch it every single day. You watch people do it. You consume the content that you need to know how to do these things. You just need to put it into action now. No more excuses. This is you and this is your time now. Go and do it. Or at least go and try. So at the end of the day, you can just say, hey, at least I put my all into something. At least I gave everything to try to achieve the thing that I thought that I wanted. And maybe along the way, you'll discover you don't want it. And I think that's what a lot of people think is going to happen to me. I think a lot of people expect me to put in all of this work into streaming and then just one day decide it's not for me and give up. And that would be okay with me. Honestly, if I woke up one day and I decided I didn't want to be a streamer, that would be fine. I would be okay with that. And then I would have to go find the thing that I was most interested in. But I'm not there yet. I still love this and I still want to pursue it. And that's where I'm at. But anyway, these lights are making me sweat buckets right now, along with my sickness. So I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.